Trudy and Sarah sitting in for Aaron and Natasha today, and we welcome to CJAD Montreal's police chief, FADY Daghers. He's here to tell us about a new recruitment program that the force is hoping will attract and keep young recruits who are just coming out of the police academy at Nicolet. Chief Daghers, thanks for joining us on Montreal Now.
Hello, how are you?
We're doing very well. Tell us about the $10,000 you're offering new hires who are coming out of the police academy.
Well, we're having an issue by attracting people and retaining people in Montreal for many reasons, for various reasons, which is like the pressure, the media pressure, the social pressure. There's a lot of action, a lot of volume, and we deal a lot with the mental health issues. Plus, living in Montreal is pretty expensive, so we try to find a way, after signing the convention with the union, which is a great convention, the income of the police officer is better. Now we see them coming in the force with a lot of debt. So by paying that $10,500 for the Nicolet, we're asking them in return to engage themselves for 5 years. So this is one strategy to be able to attract the people and keeping them. Because some of them are leaving after 1 year or 2 years being SPVM, they leave to go somewhere else for many reasons. So this is one way of proposing them this: listen, come work with us, we pay Nicolet, and you stay with us for 5 years minimum.
Chief Daghers, Sarah here. Why should a young police recruit want to make their career working for the SPVM, besides the incentive?
Yes, that's a great question because listen, I've been in police for the last 33 years. I was a 25 years veteran in Montreal. I went as a chief in Longueuil for 6 years, and I came back on my own. I decided to come back to Montreal. Why? Because Montreal is the only place where it makes sense, and this is where you find the purpose to do the job as a police officer. When we mention on the police car, it's written protect and serve. Well, if you want to protect and serve, 70% of the action of the events happening in Montreal, in the whole province of Quebec, 70% is in Montreal. This is where you can make a real difference if you want to help the people. So even before the money, this is the speech I've been giving them since I came back to Montreal. If you want to make a real difference, come to Montreal. Plus, in Montreal, we have over 150 different departments where they can make the career. A birdie feel that 30 years experience passed so fast. So, and to be honest with you, I've been realizing even before we proposed the money that more and more we're receiving a lot of resumes that people are coming back to Montreal. So I'm hoping to fill up the gap that we're having, because right now in Montreal we are missing between 500 cops to 700 cops. It doesn't make sense. Our police officers are getting exhausted. They're working double shift, always on overtime. We have to make sure that we have the right numbers of police officers serving the community.
It's interesting that you raised the point that the $10,000 may also help with the cost of living here in the Montreal area. I assume the force would like more officers to actually live on the island as opposed to living out in the cheaper suburbs.
No, listen, I immigrated in Montreal 38 years ago. And when I find out that most of my police officers, which is 85 to 90%, they live outside Montreal, it doesn't make sense. That's why, as soon as I became the chief, the 20th of February, we raised the income from $36,000 to $53,000. To be honest with you, $36,000 working on the shift day, evening, night, risking their life, it was ridiculous. But now at 53, I keep telling my cops, for sure you can rent an apartment with one of your partners, share an apartment, and stay in Montreal at $53,000. You're capable to do it. So I cannot obligate them to do it, to come back and live in Montreal. But I keep trying to tell them, listen, you can avoid traffic by staying in Montreal, even traveling. I'm a police chief. I travel by bike. So there's always a solution you can find and to stay in Montreal and enjoy the living of Montreal. But not only enjoying, by staying in Montreal, maybe you can understand better the code of the community, because it's so diverse in Montreal. Many neighborhoods are completely different, one from the other. Recently, I went on immersion. I did 5 days, 5 evenings and 5 nights. I thought that I knew Montreal after 38 years, and I discovered that I have so much to learn. So for me, it's a way to tell them, listen, you are better paid now. We are paying Nicolette. Try to stay in Montreal and try to understand the community by serving them, but especially by staying in Montreal.
We're speaking with Chief FADY Daghers of the Montreal Police. We spoke earlier today with a young man who is black and feels that he was pulled over being racially profiled, basically driving while black. Do you hope that the $10,000 covering the fees might diversify the force, people who are going to come from backgrounds where this might not be an obvious option or they may not have the resources?
Well, there's two things. For the last 32 years, the Montreal Police used to receive from the government an envelope allowing them to have 26 police officers or minority visible. So we could hire 26%, not 26%, but 26%. As soon as I became the chief, I addressed an issue that I told the government, listen, in Montreal, we are around 40 to 45% of minority visible cultural minority in Montreal, and I have only 7 to 8% in the police force. We need to increase the recruitment of the minority. So they give me, from 26, we passed to 131. So next year, I'm going to be able to hire, instead of 26 person coming from the minority visible, but we're going to be able to hire to up to 131, which is a great news. But also, to understand better the community, the code of the different communities they're going to be serving in Montreal, from the 28th of August, we're starting now, all the recruits, even if we didn't have the 10,000, we already agree with the city that all the recruits that are going to come inside Montreal, they're going to come work in Montreal, they're going to have to go through special training of 4 weeks in immersion. No uniform, no gun. And they're going to go stay and live with the community. They're going to be staying with some people who have autism. They're going to be staying with some homeless people. And also they're going to be staying with some community that can be the black community, Arab community, and stay with them, meaning go to school with them, go to the bank, go cook with them, go to the grocery, understand what's going on inside the houses. So this is happening, and this is starting this fall.
How many people are you hoping will take you up on your offer this year for that $10,000 signing bonus? What's your hiring goal for this year and next?
I'm hoping to hire 310 police officers. But to be honest with you, I'm expecting to have 220 people taking the retirement. They have over 30 years. So in reality, let's say some people quit from Montreal. Maybe I have 30 to 40 people quit, plus the 220. Let's say we have 260 people leaving the SPVM, and I'm hiring 310. I'm just having in the net 50 new police officers. That's why in 2024, I'm expecting to hire over 450.
Chief Daghers, you've been on the job for a couple months now. You're kind of being seen as a breath of fresh air on the force. Do you hope your leadership is going to help attract new recruits over time?
Well, my leadership on my own is not going to help. I think it's a teamwork. I have a great team. And, well, you know what? It's, one chief is like a chef of an orchestra. If the musician don't play the right song, there's no way we're going to be able to succeed. So it's a team effort that everybody have to help. The city, the government, our team, the community have to get involved too. I keep saying to everybody around me, especially the community, I know very well the community, I keep telling them, if you want to raise a kid, it takes a village to raise the kids. It doesn't take only the parents. We need the village spirit to come back in Montreal and to feel that everybody get involved with the youth, for the next generation. So it's not only FADY Daghers, but it's the whole team to work all together.
Chief FADY Daghers, we appreciate the interview. Thanks very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.